November 2006, Al Jazeera English launched. Its goal, setting the news agenda. Al Jazeera English, setting the news agenda in the first year.
For over a decade, the Russian Republic of Chechnya was synonymous with war. The battle between Russian troops and separatists fighting for an independent state left Chechnya in ruins. Now a big effort is underway to rebuild it. For more on that, let's cross to Nick Clark in our London News Centre. Nick?
Yeah, Lauren, the localised fighting goes on, but security is better, and that's a situation many attribute to fighter-turned-president Ramzan Kadyrov, the man chosen by President Putin to run the republic, but accused by others of abduction and torture. Al Jazeera's Moscow correspondent Jonah was granted rare and exclusive access to the Chechen capital, Grozny. In the first of a two-part series, he reports on the transformation of the war-ravaged city.
The Chechen capital, Grozny, today much like any other small Russian city. It hasn't been this way for long. Until recently, it was a place disemboweled by conflict. Those who fled 2 wars in under a decade, returning to relative peace, but little else. In just over 12 months, federal money has poured into frantic reconstruction. Grozny is transformed. Other parts of the country are close behind. It is a national effort. Survivors who sheltered in the bombed-out city's basements say Chechnya is working hard to forget.
People are tired of hiding in basements, of fighting, always war, war. Everybody wants peace and a normal life, like in other countries.
Most Chechens thank this man for the turnaround. Appointed by President Putin, the young Chechen President Ramzan Kadyrov peers out from almost every corner. What he sees is a city returned to life.
I am happy today. I can die in peace knowing my children and my grandchildren will live a normal life, as long as Ramzan Kadyrov remains our president.
He's great. I didn't expect a young man could do so much. I can now say all is well.
A former rebel fighter turned friend of the Kremlin, Kadyrov is both revered and feared.
Yes, we fought. I fought against terrorists and extremists, and I'm not hiding it. But I've not tortured one person. We captured or we killed them.
The 31-year-old strongman owes much to Moscow, but Kadyrov insists he is his own man.
Vladimir Putin is my idol. I love him. I would give my life for him. And it's not because he's the president. I'm telling you, I'm not a puppet. I have my own position, my own views, but I know that without Putin, Russia wouldn't be what it is today. That's why Putin should be president for life.
With Russian elections approaching, President Putin's hold on power may ensure Kadyrov's as well, which is why he's promised to deliver 100% of the Republic's vote to Putin's party of power. It's a promise few Chechens living in brand-new Grozny will dare quibble with. Grozny's glistening new facade may not suggest a war-torn city, but behind the scenes it very much still is one, and the pace of reconstruction simply can't happen quickly enough for people living in buildings like these. While the pressing problems of life are slowly being met, Chechnya's revival has some way to go. Thousands of Russian troops remain here. In the surrounding mountains, small but heavily armed rebel groups remain too. And Chechnya has oil. Kremlin-controlled for now, but possibly divisive in future. Maintaining the peace is a bigger challenge than erasing the evidence of war. Jonah, Al Jazeera, Grozny, Chechnya.